Hello YouTube fans, here again. Unless I'm talking about Christmas and Christmassy things, why not this one? Christmas Evil. Come out in 1980. I wouldn't like to say it's a slasher film, it's more of a suspense, more like Taxi Driver turns into Santa Claus, only without Robert De Niro. Starts off, it's this young lad, and it's Christmas Day, and the father's dressed up as Santa. Bit of harmless fun. You know what kids are like, they believe in Santa and all that ho shit. So along the road, he sneaks across to see Santa and to see his mummy blowing Santa. But the other day, it's the dad. It's the dad dressed up as Santa. And somehow it leaves the kid distort. And I'm thinking, give me a fucking break. I'm for sucking on Santa, just go on this song. So it's a couple of years later, he's now a drawing man and he's now like a sales assistant manager, a bit like me, and he works in a toy store selling stuff for Christmas and trying to promote ho ho ho. And he sort of has a nervous breakdown. I always miss my laugh this one because Silent Night, Deadly Night, one I reviewed before, it kind of made sense with what he went through. You know, the lad sees his mum get raped and murdered, he sees his father get shot in the fucking head. In this one, give me a fucking break. Give me a break. It's the mum sucking her husband off and he has a nervous fucking breakdown. It's like, come on, you're a going man now. You should have realised it's your fucking mum having fun with your dad. But it is what it is. But anyway, he has a nervous breakdown. Most people are working and taking the piss from his work ethics. And he has a nervous breakdown, puts super glue on his face and makes himself look like Santa. Makes himself look like Santa and goes through life. No, it's not really a death stout film. Like I say, it's not really a slasher film. It's a guy who has a nervous breakdown, goes off his head, goes off the fucking rails and thinks he's Santa Claus. So there's a few funny bits in it. There's a bit anyway he puts a turd near a kid's thing. He's doing horrible things on the people who are bad and so on. But then his buffer sort of finds out, well-known actor, been in there, I think, like the Itzer, and he was also in the remake of The Blob, the one that played the sheriff. And in this, the buffer finds out what he's doing. He's only one death scene in it, like traffic. He runs an axe on some fucker's head and he stabs someone in the eyeball. But as I say, it's not really a body count. It's not really a body count. The buffer defronts him. You think he strangles his buffer, but he doesn't. He's still alive. He knocks his buffer out, gets into a fan, drives off. Got to admit though, there's some beautiful lights where he's looking at Christmas lights and all this, but then it kind of goes a bit Frankenstein for my liking. Goes a bit Frankenstein because you've got the town and all these fucking light torches, he's chasing after fucking Santa, and I'm thinking, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. And there's the ending, I'm not really keen on the ending, because what happens is he goes in the fan, drives off a tiff, and the fan, so when he thinks it's fucking Santa Claus, starts firing in the air. And funny is, was he thinking that? Was he thinking he was Santa and he flew in the air? Because you get to hear an explosion. So you got the idea is the guy imagining he's Santa Claus and he drove the fan and it fell down. There's one of a death scene where he sneaks across and he puts a pillow on someone's face who triple tossed him at work. But it's like I say, it's more like, no, it's more psychological. It's a guy who's had a nervous breakdown, he's been mistreated at work, and he thinks he's fucking Santa Claus. The ending, I felt it would have been just better him thinking he was Santa, and then he wakes up, he realises his fan is going down and it blows up. But you get the ending where the fan dives off and the buffer says something about it's the last we'll ever see of him. And then you get some stupid over the top music, and if it doesn't shut up, I'm going to batter it. But at the end of the day, Christmas Evil, it come out in 1980. It's more of an expense. It's more of like a drama than a slasher film. If you're going into it for a slasher film, you're going to be disappointed. But if you got into that, which seems like a drama of someone that goes off the rails, it's definitely a good piece of your time. I do admit the ending's a bit OTG. If I would have been, but compared to Silent Night, Deadly Night, I didn't think it was as dark or as depressing, but I felt the character and the acting was very well done for the most of it. The acting's well done. Would I watch it again? Not really. but I would give it a 2-star rating. I'd say average. I'd say Christmas Evil is average, but he does have a good performance of the guy who has a nervous breakdown. Yes, I feel sorry for him, but not as much as Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah, it's a madman dressed up as Santa. Just before, 2 years before Silent Night, Deadly Night. But it's not one of them where I would say it's Santa going on a killing spree. Like I said, if you're going into it for a slice and dice and all that, you're not going to get it. That's probably why a lot of the families, the mummies and daddies, didn't go as doolally with this like they did with Silent Night, Deadly Night. But like I say, Christmas Evil, I'd say it's more of a drama than a slice and dice. There's a few death scenes. There's a bit where Santa's dressed up, the die, and he smuffles his die who lied about him and had him doing overtime. He didn't need to, and he sees him in the pub, and he's laughing and he's joking and he's taking the piss out of him. But it's a good drama. It's a good drama. You can find it on YouTube. I found it on YouTube. There's also a director's cut. Not a lot to run home about. There's a few little exercises that wasn't in the theatrical. But yeah, Christmas Evil. It's not a bad one. Check it out. And again, fuck it. Why not? Why not? A 2-star rating. It's more of a drama. It's good to see a young actor who I remember it played in the remake of The Blob and played the sheriff in it. So for once, not play a fucking sheriff. But it's not a bad film. Would I watch it again? Nah, maybe. But it's not one I'd watch again and again and again. But it's a good hour of your time. Until then, check it out. Until then, everyone, be smart, be safe, and have a happy Christmas.